Ladies and gentlemen, this is episode 63 of the Babelmouth podcast. And we're going to do a scary story again today, but this is the last one we're going to do for a little bit because I don't want to milk it too fucking hard. But I got plenty more because they're all bangers. But before we get to that,
Wait, I'm talking here. It makes sense considering, like, by the time this comes out, it'll already be November 1st. So
yeah.
it works out for it being the last scary thing for October.
But before we get there, I have a bunch of stuff here. Some of it, there's like a Venom 3 thing, but we're still going to say it. I'll say that first.
No spoilers.
It's not spoilers. It's that there's 2 post-credit scenes in Venom 3. But the movie's already out.
Two?
Yeah, there's 2. There's one after,
Like,
you know how they have, like, the animated credits where it's, like, a bunch of, like, artwork credits?
yeah.
And then they have the actual fucking normal credits. There's one after that, and then there's one after the normal credits.
Oh, God. So you have to wait? It's 5 minutes?
The second one is, you don't need to watch it. I mean, you could, but you just go online and see that one. The one after the first one is pretty good.
Interesting.
And I'm just gonna you haven't seen it, so I'm not gonna do a spoiler review. I'm just gonna do a quick little rating. I would say it's better than the second one, but not. I don't even know. I think they're all kind of the same, to be honest. I don't think it's like any Deadpool situation where one is 100% better. They're all kind of the same. But
That's interesting.
I would say this is definitely better than the second one. I'd put it in the middle. I'd say the first one is probably more enjoyable.
Second one's definitely the weakest. It's okay. I mean, it's good. It's just, it's short. Everything happens too quick.
I feel like you get to the very end when he starts fighting Carnage and shit. It's like 40 minutes and then they're there.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. I wish they didn't kill off Carnage too. But
Yeah.
whatever.
But yeah, that I'd put it in the middle. But continue. I have a bunch of Marvel stuff here. We're gonna do this one next. RDJ refuses to use an AI digital replica of himself even after he's dead. He said if anyone does, he will sue them, and after he dies, his lawyer place, whatever, will continue to sue people that use him as an AI.
Sounds like something Tony Stark would say.
Regardless, he's not gonna let anyone ever use him as an AI to
That's
fill
good.
a role.
That's good.
Also, there's three new Marvel films were added to my thing's all messed up. Got added to the release schedule. One on February 15th, one on May 5th, and one on November 10th. I don't know what year, but not this year for those. But 3 new movies got added to the release schedule.
Nice.
I'm going to delete that because it's all fucked. That one. Blade has been delayed indefinitely, but
Tragic.
They said Blade isn't moving forward because it doesn't fit the multiverse storyline. Same for Armor Wars and Nova. But they said after it will come in the next storyline. But it's being delayed now because it doesn't fit the storyline. That's what they said. Well, at least that's what this thing said. I don't know if it's true, but
that's just stupid. That's just wrong.
And then I have here Captain America 4 is a 2 hour and 10-minute long film.
2 hours and 10 minutes?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Venom 3 was almost 2 hours. It was like 20 minutes longer than the second one. Then we have Ghostface was added to Hunt Showdown.
Right.
That's cool. People were complaining about it, but then the devs came out and said why it makes sense that he's in. I didn't see why they said, but it's a fucking video game. Who cares? And the trailer, I didn't know they actually dropped a trailer for it, but the trailer for his skin is pretty cool.
I think I've seen like a bit, like a little
He's
bit
like
of it.
he's like hunting people in the woods and it's all fucked. Also, we're gonna do. I forgot I was doing the brain rot thing, but real quick, that's all the Marvel things. I don't. There's probably more stuff, but I didn't give the rating. I'll give it a 7 out of 10 for Venom 3. No, 8 out of 10.
That's decent.
And we're gonna rank these Jurassic Park and World movies. There's also the two. Have you seen Battle at Big Rock? It's like the little
Yeah,
short.
the
And then
short. Yeah,
there's
I've seen.
Camp Cretaceous. I don't think I ever saw that one. I think both of those
No,
are before Dominion. Well, that's how this is set up, at least.
yeah, they're also canon. So I've been slacking on those. I've seen like the first season. There's two shows.
The Battle at Big Rock, it's in Dominion, like scenes from it. Like,
Yeah, yeah. The so what's it called takes place. Um, Camp Cretaceous takes place during Jurassic World, I believe. At least the first season does. Uh,
like the
I don't know
first
about the
movie.
rest of this. Yeah, and then Camp Cretaceous, I think they or the Chaos Theory. I mean, I think they go back for some reason, but I'm not too sure. I have to watch it.
That's only I only have Battle Rock, Battle at Big Rock, and Camp Cretaceous. That's the only ones on here, and then all the
Man,
movies. But
they're canon, so it makes sense to watch
but we're gonna do a
them.
quick ranking of the Jurassic Park and Jurassic World films. I'm gonna throw those in there too. I've recently watched all the Jurassic World films again, and then I thought this would be good. I knew there wasn't that many things to rank, but we're gonna do it anyway. Starting from the original Jurassic Park, and this is SABCD for rankings. So we're gonna rank Jurassic Park, the first one started it all, and
It did.
I'm gonna say I I feel like it's probably A.
What?
I'd put it at A because the movie is
What's wrong?
very slow.
What's wrong with you?
Because nothing happens until they get to the fucking T Rex cage at night, which is like an hour in.
It's just the point. It's suspense. You got to build up.
Yeah,
You
but
got to build up the suspense.
Jurassic World starts like immediately, and I'd put
Yeah, they
Jurassic
want
World at S. We're putting it at A.
to. Well, yeah. No. Uh, sure. I'd say S. And
Why?
Jurassic World. It's a fucking great film. What do you mean? Why?
That's it. That's terrible. Like you know,
It's got everything. Suspense. See dinosaurs for the first time again. Well, not again, but I never seen a dinosaur in real life. But
you're a fucking dinosaur.
pretty much. But you get to see dinosaurs. The CGI is fucking better back then than it is today.
This
It's
movie has
insane.
CGI in it. Where does this have CGI? I think they're all
Jurassic
robot.
Park.
I think they're all robot dinosaurs, aren't they?
No, the Brachiosaur in the beginning is definitely CGI.
Oh,
The
that's
T
true.
Rex is CGI, and the Raptors are
And
CGI.
that is
And
not better
stuff.
than it is now.
It is 100% better than it is now. They
We're
look
talking about just
real.
these movies. The ones in Jurassic World look way better.
They just don't. They look fake as fuck.
They don't, and they are fake because they're not fucking here.
Yeah, but the CGI looks better in Jurassic Park than
It
it does in
just
Jurassic
doesn't.
World.
You're fucking
It does.
crazy. We're going to the Lost World, which is the worst fucking movie I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, that's pretty good until they
Lost
reach San
World,
Diego.
Lost World is terrible. I'll put it C at best.
That's just
This is the one where in the very beginning that little girl runs off and gets shit on by all those little fuckers,
yeah.
and then
Well, it's entertaining.
this is the Jeff Goldblum one where his daughter does like
Yeah.
gymnastics and kicks all the raptors' asses,
Oh, that's cringe. Let's forget about that. Well,
and
you
then
got the
the
two
San
T
Diego.
Rexes. That's the downfall of this movie is the gymnastics and the San Diego scenes. But everything else is pretty fire. You got the two T Rex scene, two T Rexes plus the baby. Lots of killing. Dude gets bitten in half.
Yeah.
You got the raptors, different colored raptors this time.
And you have
Raptors,
the
one
iconic
on one.
line, don't run into the tall grass. And then
Yeah,
they run into the
that's
tall
cool.
grass.
Then they die. He's just dead.
This one has Vince Vaughn in
Uh,
it too, doesn't it?
yeah,
Oh yeah,
I put it at a B.
you're
It's
crazy.
definitely better than Jurassic Park 3. So I definitely put it at a B. It's more
What?
entertaining. Yeah, it's more entertaining than
Jurassic
Jurassic
Park
Park
3,
3.
I would put S.
What?
Jurassic Park. We're talking about Jurassic Park 3, right? Park, not
Yeah.
world.
No, Jurassic Park
Park.
3 is definitely the weakest one.
You're fucking crazy. You're over the. You're smoking too much ganj. This one's
There's
insane. They got chased by the Spinosaurus, the plane crash. I mean, the scene on when he like wakes up and the Raptors telling him, "Wake up, Alan," or whatever the fuck he says. That's funny shit.
that's cringe as fuck.
You're fucking cringe as
Something's
fuck.
something's wrong with your taste.
Right.
Something's wrong with your taste buds, bud.
Then there's the scene where they're like fighting all the pterodactyls, and then you have the end when they like talk to the raptors with the bone thing they made.
Right. No, it's definitely it has its moments, but it's not better than, in my opinion, The Lost World.
You're wild.
And
That's crazy. I'll put it.
it's
It's
definitely the weakest one.
you're crazy. It's going in B, and then I'll move Lost World up to B as well, but it's in front of 3.
I'm gonna get hate just for being involved with you on this, even though these aren't my rankings.
Where do you want Jurassic Park? S.
I was fine. I mean, I think it belongs in S, but I'll set it for A. It's the other two you got me fucked up on.
I'll put Jurassic Park S. I can see why it would be. It's a goated movie. I mean, you have the scene where with the Jello, and then they run into the kitchen. That shit's insane. That shit's
Yeah,
actually
it's
scary.
terrifying.
That scene is actually scary.
And then you think it's one raptor, but no, it's two.
And then Lost World, I ain't moving. That movie is terrible. Jurassic
It's
Park
not
3,
that.
I'll move to C. But that is disgraceful.
It's not that bad.
I'd have to
Lost
see it
World is
again because
entertaining.
I will say this
That's
as
why I
well.
told you. This is why I told you to watch all of them because then you'd change your mind.
I've had no. Okay, here's the thing about the Jurassic movies, all of them, especially the Jurassic, all of them, they're all mixed on where you can stream them. Jurassic Park and Jurassic World are on HBO, and then all the other ones you have to like pay for it on like Prime.
That's crazy because I own all of them because I'm a true fan. They're all on my Voodoo account.
Congrats. I think Jurassic
Or
Lost World is on HBO as well. I think. No, all of them were on HBO except Fallen Kingdom and Dominion. Fallen Kingdom I had
great.
to rent, and then Dominion I also rented. But I think that eventually they will get put on HBO once there's like a contract thing up, I'm sure. Anyway, moving on. Jurassic World is obviously S.
Yeah.
That is insane. That came out in 2015. That's almost 10 years ago.
Yeah, it's fucking insane movie. I was entertained. I remember the first time I seen it too in theaters.
I think I watched.
Pretty sure it was 3D.
I think I watched it in 3D.
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
It is good. You have iconic scenes like the raptors in the jungle when Owen Grady's on the bike. You have obviously the Indominus Rex. Just absolutely, honestly, the Indominus doesn't even do that much. They kind of fuck it up themselves. Like when he's in the chopper, they just completely fucking whiff.
Yeah,
They don't hit him once with that fucking big minigun.
They don't.
And then they like shoot the fucking bird cage, and then he crashes into the bird cage. And then they send a team out to fight this fucking thing that they couldn't even see on thermal, and they're gonna think they can find it. Which also this thing can claw out its tracker, which is some bullshit, but it's
Yeah,
smart
smart,
apparently.
smart. Yeah, it's smarter as
How
the
does it know
Raptor
where it
genome.
is?
They remember they talk about it in the movie.
Yeah, but there's no way it would. There's what fucking animal did they put in that thing to remember something like that? It's not a human.
The Raptor.
Raptor, they have trackers in them. They didn't claw it out.
Yeah, but they're not. They're not bad like the Indominus Rex. It
They go bad.
had DNA of the
Had like
T
tree
Rex,
frog. It had T-Rex. Has raptor had frog in it, or tree
the
frog had a
snake,
puffer fish for the thermal,
the snake.
and then yeah,
I'm pretty sure it was a raptor, that raptor part that made it claw its way out. It also killed its sibling.
ate its sibling. Yeah.
Hey, stop that.
What else? Some other scenes there when the raptors are talking to the Indominus and they turn on him and then they kill all of them except Blue in that area. Well, not all of them
You got
die
the
right
Moses.
there.
You got the Mosasaur.
Only one dies right
Mosasaurus.
there. Yeah, the Mosasaur.
You got the fight scene at the end. It's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
And then that's where the other two raptors die, and then Blue lives. And then
And
at
it's
the end,
the original T Rex is in it.
yeah. And then the Mosasaur eats the fella. Just shits on him.
Tragic.
Not good. He was a piece of shit.
Yeah, but it was pretty cool. It was a different.
Also, like, here's the thing: when they're out there when Claire brings Owen to the cage to like look at it, and then they go in the cage, and they're like, I think it clawed out. They would have seen it claw its way out. It's a fucking massive dinosaur. They would have heard it come out.
True. Unless it camouflaged itself. But
But even then, it was killing everything as soon as it got out, so it would have went for them.
yeah.
And
That's
then
definitely true.
their dumbasses went in the cage. Honestly, they all fucking deserve to die. Honestly, that fucking fat piece of shit that opened the main gate, fuck him. He deserved to die.
Don't be mean to the brother.
Fuck that guy.
He tried his best.
No, he didn't. He opened the main gate, ran out, hid behind a fucking truck, and then he kissed his little fucking necklace, and then he got shit on. Fuck that
They
guy.
had to get out.
Fuck
to get
him.
out.
They could have done
They
literally
got,
anything else.
they got trapped. They had to get out.
That dude single-handedly ruined everything.
Yeah, he did. He did. He let it out. Maybe he did it on purpose.
Well, God didn't save him then. I'm sure he's fucked.
No.
Anyway,
But,
moving on.
No, we're not done. Then,
What else then?
I mean, they had the whole plan. It was a whole setup. Wong, what's his name?
Henry Wu?
What's his name? Yeah, Henry Wu was working behind.
Fucking Wong.
He was a villain. Yeah, I call him by his real name.
Is that his real name?
BD Wong.
BD. He's not a Star Wars character.
BD Wong. No, BD Wong.
BD Wong. Oh, look at that. Anyway.
He was working behind the scenes again to for money to make the Indominus was a setup to see how the Raptors do in the field, taking down another dinosaur by listening to commands. But their whole thing was to make the Indominus, smaller, which is what we'll come up to in Fallen Kingdom. But their whole plan was to use Indominus as testing purposes for the real dino that they wanted to make.
Yeah.
Which is the Indoraptor. But
And then let's move on to that movie then. This is definitely about Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. This is the worst out of the Jurassic Worlds. It just is.
Uh,
This is when they go to the island, and then after the island, they go straight to the house, and then it's a slog until the Indoraptor breaks out of the cage.
I'd say I'd say both Fallen Kingdom and Dominion should be. You put Jurassic World in S, right?
Yeah.
I think Fallen Kingdom and Dominion are definitely in the same
Dominion is better
ranking.
than Fallen Kingdom.
No, it's just not.
It just is.
There's too much going on.
There's not though.
It's there's not.
We're
It's
not.
not even a dinosaur movie until like the end.
There's literally dinosaurs in it the whole time.
Yeah, but they're not doing shit. They're just trying to get Maisie back the whole time, and that fucking Blues kid and
Beta.
Beta. There you go. And there just happens to be dinosaurs in the movie. It's a fucking spy thriller. It's like Mission Impossible with dinosaurs.
We bring back the OGs. Well,
Yeah, they did.
and
It
then
was cool, but
they fight
the,
the Giganotosaurus. He gets his ass kicked at the end.
it's a waste of a dinosaur, to be honest. They also didn't. They also cut out the that fucking scene from the movie anyway. For some fucking reason, it
That
shows the
scene.
whole build up. Yeah, the scene where they fight in the beginning. It's only on the extended version.
What do you mean they fight in the
Uh,
beginning?
when the Giganotosaurus and the T Rex fight in the beginning in the Jurassic
Oh, and
period.
then he dies and the mosquito lands on him.
Yeah, and that's how it
That was in the
becomes.
version I watched. Just
It
recently, was in
wasn't.
it.
Yeah, it wasn't in the theatrical version. That's why it didn't make any sense when they fought. It like they showed like they had a history together, like when they fought in the movie, but
Pretty sure
you
it
don't
does.
get that. What?
I'm pretty sure the movie opens with all the dinosaurs, like how it does in the beginning.
Not in the theatrical, it didn't. I think I even tweeted about that when I watched it.
I think you're
It
crazy.
wasn't until no, it
Wait,
wasn't until later.
wait, we're talking about Fallen Kingdom? No, we're not. I know we're not talking about
Oh, I
Fallen
was talking
Kingdom,
about
but where are we
no, I was
putting
talking
this?
about the
Because
Minion.
we're not even talking about it anymore.
That's how forgettable it is.
Well, let's
Uh,
go back to that. We'll come back to this Dominion shit. Fallen Kingdom. They have go to the island. The island part is amazing. That's when they go to save Blue. Because Owen gets baited. They're going into the island, and then there's
you're
the
missing the whole point. The whole point is the island's gonna blow up because the volcano's active.
yeah,
It's
which
gonna erupt.
that means the
So
park
they're
would have been
going
fucked
in.
regardless.
Yeah, they would have. Imagine there was guests. Um, but yeah, the
And then the Lockwood
basically the
guy wants to
dinosaurs are
save
dying off.
species.
Dinosaurs are dying off. They want to let them die because they don't deserve to live, apparently.
Well,
And
they said because they tried playing God, so why should they live again or something?
yeah, the whole point of the movie is for them to save them, but they were set up by one dude. I forget his name. Well,
Lockwood fella.
Lockwood's assist. No, it was his assistant that set him up. Uh, dude, the young guy,
Yeah.
whatever the fuck his name is. But they basically set him up to get Blue. They don't give a fuck about the other dinosaurs. I mean, they do, but they needed Blue for the Indoraptor genes. But
Yeah.
other than that, I mean, yeah, the whole island scene was dope. It was cool for the most part. I mean, just to see. It kind of reminded me of the Lost World a bit.
That's exactly
Uh,
what it is.
yeah, when they go and save the dinosaurs again.
All these movies are exactly the same in how they're set up, except Jurassic World 3 and then Jurassic Park 3.
Yeah.
The first one, let's talk about Jurassic Park and Jurassic World. Two kids go to a park. Things go bad. They get
'Cause
saved by
they're
the random fella.
because their relative works at the park.
Exactly. Yeah,
So
that's The first two kids, they were fucking friends with the owner guy,
It was a grandpa.
Hammond or whatever.
Grandpa was Hammond.
And then the Jurassic World, their aunt runs
Claire.
the park.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're putting Jurassic Fallen Kingdom at fucking D.
I think it's a C along with Dominion.
Dominion is definitely not going there. I'm not even know what to rank these at battles things, so we're not even gonna worry about it.
Well, Battle of Little Rock or whatever was pretty scary.
We'll leave
It
those
felt
there.
pretty
We don't need to
realistic.
rank them. We're just doing the movies. Dominion, I'll put an S.
Wait, what?
Dominion is 100% better than Lost World. It's not even close.
Oh, there's just too much going on in Dominion.
There's not.
They veered off from the story they were gonna tell. There's like two different stories in the movie.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow.
Doesn't make any sense.
It does make. One team is trying to stop the fucking locusts, and the other two are trying to get Maisie. And then they all come back. They all come together at the end, and then they all. That's two storylines that all converge into one at the end, and then boom. I'm about to put my fucking fist up your ass.
It's just not S tier. It's not.
I'm not putting it in S.
B tier.
It's B.
It's C.
No. If we're putting that in C, then Jurassic Park 3 is going up. Because Jurassic Park 3 is better than all fucking three of these movies that it's right next to.
Just not.
Jurassic Park 3 is better than Fallen Kingdom, Lost World, and Dominion. You're fucking crazy.
You need to rewatch.
Jurassic Park 3, let's start it. How does it begin? The boat scene. We still don't know what the fuck killed them.
Pterodactyls.
Yeah, but they never confirmed that.
Could be a water dinosaur, but I'm pretty sure it was pterodactyls.
Then there's too much good stuff that happens. I can't even think of it all. We're leaving the list how it is. We got Jurassic Park, Jurassic World at S tier.
Ginormous. I know you're listening to this. I have no association with this kid. Okay, I put my movies in the specific rankings I think they belong in.
Jurassic Park and Jurassic World are S. Nothing in A. Dominion, Lost World are B. That is criminal. Jurassic Park 3 and Jurassic Fallen Kingdom are in C.
Sure.
Which this list is terrible. And mainly because of you.
No,
and I moved Jurassic Park up because you were bitching.
Yeah, it's just a classic movie.
Doesn't mean it has to be
Can't
S.
Can't hate on it. It's a classic.
I don't give a fuck.
It started it all.
Doesn't mean it has to be S.
Hey, you fucked up my monitor. Move.
You need to focus up. We're moving on from this list. This is criminal. But
no, actually, the new and Jurassic World Rebirth is going to be what Dominion should have been. So,
I guess
they're picking up where Fallen Kingdom left off, which is what it should have been. The dinosaurs. See, they just keep going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It should be a Planet of the Apes movie with dinosaurs at this point. It shouldn't be we live with dinosaurs. It should be the dinosaurs have taken over.
Yeah, but they're not like that's not the same. Fucking dinosaurs don't talk to each other, and like fucking build camps and fucking can use guns.
No, but the dinosaurs they just take over the world at this point.
They wouldn't be able to.
They would.
I guarantee you, if dinosaurs tried to fucking take over the world, they would lose.
They just wouldn't.
As soon as the army got involved, they would all fucking get gunned down.
They're just smart.
Or get captured.
Smarter.
They're not. They're animals.
They're smart.
I would love to 1v1 a raptor in math. Let's see who wins that one.
The raptors are smarter than... monkeys, just so you know.
Who told you
So
that?
you'd probably
Who told you that? Fucking BDW, whatever the fuck
Brent
his name was.
Brent in your fucking Jurassic Park 3, bud. When he's telling Ellie at dinner
It's
that the
not mine, by
raptors
the way.
are smarter. They're smarter than primates and dolphins and whales. If you are a freaking big fan of Jurassic Park 3, like you said,
I haven't
you'd
seen
know
that
this.
shit in years, you fucking cock.
And then you rated it higher than
Because
Lost World.
from memory,
Fuck
I
you,
would.
bud.
Lost World is
Fuck you.
terrible. You're fucking terrible too. We're moving on. Fuck you. Also, or if you have a problem with that list, remember, I'm gonna dunk on your fucking bald ass. All right, I'm gonna teach you some brain rot words,
Sure.
and I'm gonna tell you a word, and I'm gonna ask you what you think it means. And there's like 10 here. This isn't all of them, but this is like the popular ones. So brain rot words, stuff like fucking Giat, Riz, all that. Hold on. Okay, but yeah, Riz, Giat, all that kind of stuff.
Right.
For real is on there, not on this list, but on God. That kind of stuff. Okay, this first one you're already gonna know, but what do you think Riz means? And I don't mean
I
like the
know this one.
definition, but like what is it used for? Riz.
It's charisma,
Yeah,
which somehow that
because
no.
charisma.
Sure.
That's exactly what it is.
Makes sense, yeah.
It's just
I don't give
if someone's good at talking to women,
I don't get it, but yeah.
they have W Riz. Giat.
I have no idea. I've heard it said by you kids, and I have no idea what it means.
First of all, I don't use these words. Don't get it fucking mistaken. Giat. What do you think it means? Giat. Like that chick has a level 10 Giat.
Level 10 pussy?
No.
Uh,
Don't say pussy like that.
level 10 vagina?
No, Giat is the gluteus maximus.
A level 10 ass?
She means they have a nice ass. A Giat. Like, god damn, that bitch got a Giat.
I don't get it, but
I
sure.
told you. Now you get it.
Yeah, but I don't get why yacht means that.
I don't know. Hey. All right, next one. Phantom tax. You're definitely not going to know this one.
Phantom tax?
Phantom tax.
I have no fucking idea.
Like, hey, I'm gonna go to my friends and I'm gonna phantom tax them.
I'm gonna chin check him.
I'm gonna go phantom tax that fella.
Oh, you're gonna get a payment from him.
Kind of. The act of your friend taking 20% of your food.
20% of your food. Who
This
would
one,
do such a
this
thing?
one comes from a streamer named Phantom, and he goes up to his friends that he lives with, and he takes 20% of their food every time they get it. Anytime they get food, he takes 20%.
Why?
That's just what they do.
Phantom tax.
Well, the streamer's name is Phantom. The tax part is the taking the food.
Gotcha.
Next one, you might know this one. Sigma.
Sigma. That's the ball thing, right? Suck my balls or something.
No, that's Sugma.
Huh? Oh, Sigma. I have no idea.
Nothing?
No, I don't know.
A person who's a lone wolf, they don't need anyone else in their life, is a Sigma.
Oh, I'm a Sigma.
No,
Well,
you're a
that's not
Sugma.
true. Yeah. Yeah, that'll work.
It also
I'm a
gets
complete Sigma.
it gets used also like people be like, "What the Sigma?" They use it that way too.
What the Sigma?
What the Sigma? That bitch got a level 10 Gia. I'm about to go phantom tax that and riz her up.
Imagine saying all that in a sentence.
There's more. Alpha, I don't think that's really a Sigma word or a Riz word or a fucking brain rot word. Fuck. Alpha is it's alpha. It's, I mean, it's the same thing. I don't know why this is on here. Jojo Siwa. I don't think that's really a brain rot thing either. She's just a girl that was on a Dance Mom show as a little kid or something. We're gonna skip that because that's fucking ridiculous. Ohio. This is a brain rot one.
Ohio.
Ohio, yeah. And I mean the state.
You mean the state?
Ohio as in the state, yeah.
Ohio.
No, just Ohio.
No, I'm telling you, that's what it means. Ohio.
No. Ohio is used because it's the freakiest place on earth.
What?
It's the freakiest place on earth. There's level 10 gats there, but they're scary.
In Ohio?
It's just because it's scary shit happens in Ohio, apparently. I don't know the deep lore of all these words, okay?
You
Mewing.
should.
Do you know what mewing is?
Mewing. When you meow like a cat.
No, that's meowing. The act of placing your
No.
tongue the act of placing your tongue on the roof of your mouth in order to give yourself a more chiseled jaw. And I know you just did it.
I did. That doesn't even make sense.
Because you put it, you like put, you could do it right now. You're like pulls your skin up a little
Yeah,
bit.
but I've never done that. I've always just done.
Well, of course you're not gonna do it. You're fucking 57.
No, but I work on my jaw sometimes, and I never have heard
Wait,
of that one.
you work on your jaw?
Yeah, I do. That's why I have a chiseled jawline. I
I
do
don't know about that.
the overbite technique
The
where
overbite technique.
you raise your lower jaw to go over the top of your teeth, and that I do that for the workout. Get a chiseled jaw.
Anyway, mogging.
Mogging. That sounds like I want to go beat somebody up.
It
I
means
want to mog your ass.
the act of looking superior to the person next to you.
So you just got to look better.
So yeah, it'd be like me standing next to you trying to, I guess, look bigger. I guess I don't know.
Bigger or better?
Better, I guess, which would be easy for me.
Yeah, after that picture you sent me, I'd say yeah.
Jesus. A person, okay, moggers. This is the same thing as mogging. It's a person who does this around people. We're gonna skip that one.
A group of people.
It's just a person who mogs around them. So I would be mogging around you, but then to you I'd be a mogger. Baby Gronk.
Baby Gronk.
Yeah, this is a person.
Yeah, I know Gronk is a stupid football player.
I don't know about stupid, but this has nothing to do with him. He's an 11-year-old who's really good at football.
Does he slam the football down like Gronk?
I don't know. But he also gets rizzed up by Livy Dunn. Didn't we talk about her before?
Yeah, she's a hot piece of ass.
Don't say that ever again. Baby
She
Gronk
is.
rizzes up Livy Dunn on the regular, apparently.
Interesting.
Big back.
Hard carries? I don't know.
This is an insult to me throw at someone who is overweight or enjoys a little too much. Enjoys eating a little too much.
Big back.
Big back. I've never heard that one. I remember TikTok Riz Party. I think that's exactly what it sounds like. We're gonna skip that one. Glazing. You know this one easily. Glazing.
Oh, is this like
You glaze me on the regular.
like Annoy?
The act of giving someone an extreme amount of compliments to the point where it becomes overbearing.
Yeah, I definitely do that.
This next one, Kai Cenat. I don't know why this is on here.
Tyson and
Kai Cenat.
I have no idea.
It's a Twitch streamer. I don't know why he's on here. It's the same as Phantom. Kai Cenat gets Phantom taxed by that guy. This one. This is the last one. I think this is the one that started it all too. Skibbity Toilet.
Skibbity toilet.
I don't know if this really has a
Like
meaning.
what?
It's just a video.
No idea. Never fucking heard of it in my life.
We're gonna watch it later. Don't worry. You're gonna say no, but guess what? I'm gonna redeem it, and we'll watch
going to
all of them because it's like a series.
I'm not watching a fucking series on this bullshit.
Well, it's just Skibbity Toilet. They have like 100 mil views like each.
100 mil.
Yeah. But that's your brain rot tutorial for the week. There's definitely a lot more, but you put them all together, you can make some cool sentences.
Right. That's exactly what I want to do. Hey, girl, you got a massive gyat.
Like, yeah, girl, let me come riz you up. I see you got that gyat on you. Looking
Let me
pretty
phantom tax you.
Let me phantom tax your gyat.
Jesus. That's just stupid, bro.
Hey, girl, you look like you're from Ohio with that level 10 gyat. Let me phantom tax that.
While you're at it, you got a big back.
You're also a big back. I've never heard that one. I don't know if you tell someone they have a big back.
Yeah, I don't think I would.
For some reason, I have cooking facts on here. I don't know if we need to do that.
Cooking facts?
I don't know. I'll read them anyway. I'm just going to read them off. This episode is completely just everywhere. The microwave was invented by accident. The oldest cookbook dates back to 1700 BC. The most expensive... What?
How was the microwave invented by accident?
The microwave was invented in 1945 by Percy Spencer, an engineer at Raytheon. While working on a radar system, he noticed that a candy bar in his pocket had melted. Intrigued, he experimented with different foods and discovered that microwaves could be used to cook food quickly. The most expensive spice is saffron, $5,000 a pound. The average American spends 37 minutes a day in the kitchen, doubled when you're a woman. That doesn't say that. That was me. That was me. The refrigerator was invented in 1834. Bananas are berries, but strawberries are not. Honey is the berries. Well, bananas are berries, but strawberries are not.
How is that?
Botanically speaking, bananas are considered berries because they have seeds encased in a fleshy fruit. On the other hand, strawberries are not considered berries because their seeds are on the outside. Did you know we also share 50% of our genes with bananas?
We do?
That's what this says.
Huh.
Honey is the only food that never spoils. The first pizza...
I feel like it does go bad, though.
No.
I'm pretty sure I have bad honey in the cupboard.
A container of honey was found that was thousands of years old, and the honey was still good. What now?
That means it's not real, because you could have McDonald's. You could save your McDonald's for decades, and it'll never go bad.
So you're saying this honey that was found thousands of years ago is not real?
It's not real.
What was it then? What was it? What was it? Artificial honey? Yeah, that's what they were doing back then.
Artificial honey, like
shut up, bitch.
Everything else that's artificial.
How were they doing that back then? Thousands of years ago.
The aliens came and visited, so
shut the fuck up. The first pizza was made in Naples, Italy. The first modern dishwasher was invented in 1886. Her name was Josephine Karen. Oh, that's weird.
Karen?
It was a woman joke. But it says the first dishwasher was invented in 1886 by a woman.
Hmm.
Josephine, maybe that's not a woman. Oh, it is a woman. A woman invented a dishwasher. That's crazy.
That's that's ironic.
That's crazy. Coffee is the second most traded commodity in the world.
Yeah, I could agree with that.
There's another one, but it's just about a sink.
A sink.
Also, you're gonna have to read this one. I'm gonna post this in the Discord. After I also have this. I don't know why this is so far down the list, but Predator Badlands releases on November 7th next year.
Two Predator movies too.
I don't know if the Badlands is a sequel to Prey.
I think one's a sequel to Prey, and the other one is not. Pretty sure.
This is not the one I thought it was, so you don't have to read this. Yeah, you can. Okay, yeah, you're gonna have to read all of the dialogue, which means you have to pay attention.
Oh, this is long.
This is
Which one am I reading?
Just so that you see like the text that's a little different. Like some of it's bold. Like where it says, "Hey there, sweetheart."
Yeah.
It says, "Hey, you still there?" Yeah, sorry, all that. Like it's a different color. But eventually it stops being a different color. So read everything that has a quote on it. Like a lot of this text has quotes on the side of it. Anything like that. Eventually that'll stop as well. Oh, no, it doesn't. If it doesn't have a quote on it, I'll read it. If it does, then you read it. But this one is from also Reddit No Sleep. It's called "My Sugar Daddy Asks Me for Weird Favors." This is also the #1 story on here.
Interesting.
So it must be pretty solid. It's from his name is EaPaTbP. The story's from 5 years ago. My sugar daddy asked me for weird favors. His Tinder profile said he was 45, but he looked to be in his early 30s at most. Looking for a sugar baby, $700 a week, no sex. $700 weekly, no sex. It sounded too good to be true, but as a broke university student, I was willing to take my chances. I swiped right and Tinder let me know it was a match. His message came seconds later.
Hey there, sweetheart.
Oh, God. You're doing like a southern voice?
I don't know.
You want, hey there, sweetheart.
Hi there, sweetheart. No, let's do
so he's 45, so do something like that. Which is gonna be southern still, but
about my age. Let's go. I have no idea.
Just do whatever. I cringed at that word.
Hey there, sweetheart.
I cringed at that word. I hated it. But $700 was $700, so I sucked it up and replied.
Well, I think the hey would be you, right?
Well, you do all the voices.
Oh. Hey.
Hey. His name was Jack, and he told me he owned his own business, although he never specified what kind of business it was. We talked for a while before he was asked me my Venmo to send me my first payment. After a few minutes, I got the notification. I stared down at the $700 for at least 20 minutes, expecting to wake up from a dream at any second. But it wasn't a dream.
Still there?
I clicked on the message.
Yeah, sorry. If you don't mind me asking, what are you looking for in return?
You kind of sound like Kim Kardashian. Yeah, sorry.
We'll go with that.
I stared down at the chat until he replied. This is the dude.
I'm just looking for you to do me a few favors.
His voice changed. That sounded like it was going to be sexual to me.
Like what? For example, first thing I need you to do is pick up a delivery for me.
That sounded innocent enough, but it's still expecting there to be some kind of weird twist. $700 to pick up a package? Come on, even that. I wasn't that naive.
From the post office or something? No. I'll send you the address, but I'd rather not do this through Tinder. You got Kick? Or can you give me your number?
Kick? What was this, 2011? I decided to give him my number instead, and he texted me his address immediately, followed by the address to his house where I would have to drop off the package.
I'm at home right now, but there's a key at the bottom of the blue flower pot near the front door. Go inside and put the package on the coffee table in the living room. Make sure that you lock the door when you go inside the house, and then lock it again when you leave.
I grabbed my car keys and wallet and got into my car, putting the address into Google Maps.
Got it, on my way.
My phone buzzed as I backed out of the driveway.
I'm serious. Lock the door both times, please.
I thought that was a little excessive, but I promised them that I would. The house looked abandoned. It had a broken chain link fence around it with a small door that was hanging onto dear life. It stuck out like a sore thumb, surrounded by houses that was a lot nicer than this one in comparison.
You here for jack shit?
You here for jack shit? I looked up to see a man standing in the open doorway of the house. He took almost the entire space, his head skimming the top of the door frame. He was huge, in height and muscle. His entire torso was covered in tattoos.
Yeah, I guess.
I replied, not moving from my spot on the sidewalk.
Stay here.
He said.
Stay right here.
Stay right here. I did. I actually don't think I would have moved if he asked me to. I looked around and realized that there was no one else on the street. I was a 21-year-old woman alone in the street, where I gripped my car keys. A few minutes later, the man came back out carrying a cardboard box. It was about the size of a shoebox, but stained and damped on some of the corners.
Can you open your car?
He asked. I opened the trunk, not wanting that inside of my car seats, and he set it in.
All right, there you go.
He said. Thanks, I replied. I walked around to the driver's side of the car and opened the door.
Oh, one more thing.
He said. I looked at him.
Watch out.
He said. I didn't reply. I blasted music as I drove to Jack's house, hoping it would drown out my anxiety. It didn't. I parked my car in the stone driveway and stayed inside the car, admiring the house. It was a huge house, with stone pillars on the front porch, and the greenest grass I've ever seen in my life. I turned the car off and got out. I grabbed the package and walked to the front door, getting the key from where he said it would be. I opened the door and stepped in, closing it behind me. I thought about what he said, about locking the door when I got inside. I thought that was a little overboard, but as I stared at the closed door, something made me reach out and lock it. I walked inside, my feet cushioned by the thick maroon carpet, and admired the inside of the house. All the furniture was wooden and looked incredibly expensive. I would probably finish school a dozen times with the money that it took to furnish this place. I set the package down on the coffee table, and as I walked back to the door, I heard a phone ringing from somewhere inside the house. I froze. In my pocket, my phone buzzed. I took it out to look.
Don't answer any calls that are from Marvin.
Is that dialogue? Don't answer any calls that are. Is that supposed to be a text?
I mean, it's bold, so I just read it. I guess it's a text, or maybe it's a reminder.
Don't answer any calls that aren't from Marvin. We're just gonna say that's a text. I put my phone back and followed the sound of the phone, poking my head into a few different rooms before I found it in an office. I walked over to the desk and looked at the caller ID. Incoming call from Jack. That was odd. I grabbed my phone to look at the message again. I was starting to get a little bit creeped out and decided I wouldn't answer, just to be safe, and left the house, remembering to lock the door as I left. I've done a few more favors for Jack since then. I drove a BMW to a random park in another city, only to get out and drive a different car back to Jack's house. He had me meet one of his employees at lunch, who gave me a briefcase to deliver to the first house I'd gone to and told me that he wouldn't know if I looked inside. He would know if I looked inside. On several occasions, he asked me to drive down to that same house and stay with the guy, whose name was Julio, for a certain amount of time. In total, I've made around 3,500. Most recently, Jack asked me to stay in his house overnight. I woke up to a text message from him.
I need you to spend the night in my house.
I had never seen him in person, but I had talked to him on the phone a few times. He proceeded to tell me he would pay me $1,000 to spend the night at his house, provided that I followed a few rules. I drove to his house that evening. The driveway was empty and it normally was, but the porch light was on. I walked up, unlocked the door, went inside and locked it again. Everything in the house looked the same. Jack had told me over the phone that he would leave the list of rules on the dining room table. I set all my stuff down in the living room. My bags looked like garbage compared to the fancy furniture in there. I wandered into the kitchen and then to the dining room. Sure enough, there was a piece of paper on the wooden table, held down by an empty glass.
Lock the door when you come in. Only answer calls from Marvin. Don't turn on any faucets between 9 p.m. and 11 p.m. Don't open the door for anyone, no matter who they say they are, after 10 p.m. If the door to the closet at the end of the hall is open, sleep in the library. If closed, sleep in any of the bedrooms. The gardener comes at midnight. If he starts knocking on the windows, hide. Turn the TV on and let it play on static through the night. Do not forget to do this. Help yourself to anything in the fridge. Smiley face. I'll pay you in the morning. Good night.
That sounds fucked. I made sure to follow the rules. To be honest, I was regretting my decision, but seeing as I was already here, I was getting paid. I decided to stay anyway. I figured as long as I followed all the rules, I'd be perfectly fine. Still, it felt a little odd. What was it? A haunted house? Nevertheless, I lounged around the house for a few hours, as I was planning on going to sleep around 9, since that's the time that all the weird shit would begin to happen. At 8:50, I brushed my teeth, using the faucet for the first time before 9. I checked the closet in the hallway, and upon seeing that it was open, I moved my stuff into the library and got ready to sleep on the couch. I locked the doors just in case and laid on the couch. Scrolling through my phone, I hadn't gotten any more messages from Jack, and I started to think up scenarios and reasons as to why he had such a strict, peculiar set of rules in his house. I had dozed off at some point because at exactly 10:16, I was woken up by the doorbell ringing. I was about to get up to check, but then I remembered the rule. Don't open the door. Oh, that's you.
Open the door for anyone, no matter who they say they are, after 10 p.m.
I stayed on the couch, trying not to move, paranoid that they would hear even the slightest sound.
It's the police! Open up!
I didn't move.
Hello! It's the police! Open up or we're coming in!
I still didn't move, but I could hear my heartbeat in my ears. There was silence for a while after that. Then the doorbell rang again.
Hey, it's Jack. Let me in.
It sounded like Jack, but still, I didn't get up. He would have a key, wouldn't he? Why would he need me to let him in? This continued for almost a full hour. Different people would ring the doorbell, announce themselves, and then disappear when I didn't respond. I was finally able to fall asleep, and the gardener never came. When I woke up the next morning, I heard someone in the kitchen. I got up slowly and unlocked the door as quietly as possible, taking my phone with me, walking across the living room and into the kitchen. I stopped at the entrance and peered in. It was Jack. He was standing in front of the stove, stirring something as the coffee machine brewed coffee on the counter behind him.
Hey, good morning,
he said when he saw me.
Hi?
I replied, nervous. I hadn't seen him in person before, but he looked exactly like his picture online.
Scrambled eggs?
He asked, motioning me to the pan with a wooden spoon.
Yeah, thanks.
I replied, walking over to take the plate from him. I ate my breakfast and drank some coffee in silence.
How was it?
He asked.
It was okay. Nothing super freaky happened.
I replied.
Cool.
I reflected.
Cool.
He replied. There was an awkwardness in the room.
I think is this her?
That's you. Yeah, it's her.
I think I'm gonna go now. I have class.
I trailed off. I didn't, but I really wanted to get out of there.
Oh no. Yeah, sure. I'll talk to you some other time.
He replied. I grabbed my stuff and he walked me to my car. I could see him standing in the driveway staring at me as I left. When I got home, I unpacked all my stuff and noticed that I still had the list with me. I sat on my bed and read it again. I felt my body tense up as I realized that I had forgotten something.
Turn the TV on and let it play static through the night. Do not forget to do this. Turn the TV on and let it play static through the night. Do not forget to do this. Do not forget to do this.
I stared at the words on the page until they lost meaning. Beside me, my phone buzzed, snapping me back to reality. It was the $1,000 payment. I looked at my phone and then back at the list. Maybe it wasn't an important step. As I was thinking this over, a text from Jack came in.
Not in town right now. I should be back next week, so you're free from running any more errands for me until then. Just sent the payment. Go do something fun. Smiley face.
I stared at the message and read it again, and again, and once more for good measure.
I'm not in town right now.
I thought back to this morning and how Jack was in the house, how he gave me breakfast.
I'm not in town right now.
Within minutes, a new text came in, this time from a number that I didn't recognize.
Did you forget to do something? Smiley face.
The text was followed by a picture of Jack, or whoever this version of Jack was, standing in front of the TV. I didn't respond. Next came another picture. This was outside of my house. It was followed by another text.
Watch out.
I didn't even fucking think about her not turning the TV on.
That was fucked. Wait, so that wasn't him in the house?
No, it was someone else, I guess.
He said he's out of town. That's fucked. Maybe it was somebody from the. She didn't turn on the TV and let it run static. Maybe it was somebody from one of those rules. A mimic. Maybe it was a mimic. She said it looked and sounded like Jack.
Mm-hmm.
Ow. I wonder what the comments say.
Let's see.
All I want to know is where the fuck is Marvin?
He was never brought up again.
Oh.
I love that you can help yourself to anything in the fridge. So sweet. And now Mimic
Oh,
Jack will
yeah,
help
right.
itself to anything inside OP's body.
Yeah, it was a mimic then.
Tell him real Jack and ask him what to do. And there's nothing you can do. But that was my sugar daddy asked me for weird favors on Reddit No Sleep.
Pretty good.
And that is the number one story. I feel like the girlfriend peeking around corners is better, but that is pretty good.
Yeah, that was creepier. But this one was definitely like creepy. Had her doing weird ass shit. Well, not really weird until she got to the house. All these rules.
And what was ever in that box because the corners were damp.
Yeah, maybe it was like a heart. Maybe it was.
He
Well,
could be
if it
whatever.
was blood,
Could be something. Maybe he's feeding these things to keep them away.
could be.
Right?
We need a part 2, and they never give us part 2s.
Oh, that's it for that one. Maybe let me check. Maybe he's posted something else. Oh no. Yes. Let's see. No, he's never posted anything else. At least not about that.
Tragic. Be cool though.
But
That's good.
yeah. And this isn't the one I thought it was. We were gonna. The one I thought we were doing was called "My Dead Girlfriend Keeps Messaging Me." And there's actual images that we could look at.
It would have been fucked.
I guess we'll do that one next time. Whenever we do a story again. Ladies and gentlemen, that is episode 63. Make sure if you go to AMC Theater, you go in there and you flip them off and you go to Regal instead. And then make sure you unsub
Yeah.
from Pandora. I don't know I don't even know how Pandora works, but whatever you do to pay for Pandora, just fucking don't.
Pretty sure Pandora's free still.
Just completely free everywhere.
Pretty sure it's free, yeah. It's
Well,
just a radio.
just uninstall it. You don't need that dog shit.
Yeah.
Spotify has radio as well, so just do that. But ladies and gentlemen,
No,
that is
Spotify radio's dog shit.
man, fuck you.
YouTube, I've heard YouTube music is better, or YouTube whatever. I don't know how these people get these banger playlists. I haven't been able to find like how they do it.
Just go on
But yeah,
YouTube
that'd
Music,
be-
I guess.
Yeah, maybe.
But that is it for now, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you enjoyed this story, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.